Welcome. You have opened the hatch with your listening device. Inside is another dimension, a dimension of weightlessness, a dimension of new sights, new sounds, new experiences, a dimension of total zen. You have entered the Deco Chamber. Here in the Deco Chamber, we are non-denominational about diving. We will talk about everything from floating in the pool to technical diving and everything before, during, and after. Feel free to send us your stories, anecdotes, or anything you would like to hear discussed. So let's secure the hatch, begin equalizing, pressurize the chamber, and have some fun.
at another average Joe. He looked at tropical scenes and travel magazines, knew he probably never would go. And Joe had a vision, he made a decision to go down where the water's still blue. If he was gonna survive, he'd have to learn how to dive, and that's exactly what he set out to do. So he got off at his train stop, walked into a dive shop, and showed the girl the picture he'd seen, where they got steel drums a-playing and palm trees a-swaying. She said, I know just what you mean. I'm gonna teach you to dive, I'll get you certified, then I'll take you down someplace where it's warm. Then you can star on Survivor as a certified diver, but first you'll have to fill out this form. Now his friends all call him Scuba Joe. He knows the stuff that only divers know. He spends all his time down below. There's nowhere that he'd rather be. He's always hanging with his diving friends. That's where the scuba party never ends. As long as no one ever gets the bends while they live life under the sea. Joe was successful, but his job was so stressful. Vacation was long overdue. But with the scuba lessons and some therapy sessions, it looks like he might pull through. Just an average Joe who was sick of the snow. Now he's a lifetime member of Dan. He can't wait to be seeing the blue Caribbean. At least this boy has got him a plan. Now his friends all call him Scuba Joe. He knows the stuff that only divers know. He spends all his time down below. There's nowhere that he'd rather be. He's always hanging with his diving friends. That's where the scuba party never ends. As long as no one ever gets the bends while they live life under the sea. Yeah, his friends all call him Scuba Joe. He's living out the songs that Buffett wrote. He doesn't want to miss one single note as he explores the Caribbean Sea. He's in the islands with his diving friends, and they might never come back home again. Now the party doesn't have to end, 'cause Joe is finally free. No, the story doesn't have to end, but Joe sure looks happy to me. Scuba Joe, who was sick of the snow and couldn't wait to do a tropical dive. He hopped on a cruise ship, went out on a dive trip, and had the best time of his life. But as he's diving the islands, fishing the pilings in the sun with an ice cold beer, he starts to daydream about a whole new scheme, and the plan becomes increasingly clear. See, that girl from the dive shop with the body that won't stop made his diving dreams come true. She taught him to dive and got him certified. Then he went down where the water's so blue. But something was missing, all the hugging and kissing they used to practice in the pool so clear. He misses that girl, she really changes her world. Now Joe's thinking about changing careers. Now his friends all call him Scuba Joe. He knows the stuff that only divers know. He spends all his time down below. There's nowhere that he'd rather be. made that girl's jaw drop when he knelt down and asked for her hand. You could have heard a pin drop throughout the dive shop when he said he wanted to be your man. He said, if you'll be my wife, we can start a new life. I just bought a dive shop in Belize. Come run away now with me down to Ambergris Key, and we'll live next to those tropical seas. Now his friends all call him Scuba Joe. He knows the stuff that only divers know. He spends all his time down below. There's nowhere that he'd rather be. He's always hanging with his diving friends. That's where the scuba party never ends. As long as no one ever gets the bends while they live life under the sea. They're a very happy scuba duo, living out the songs at Buffett Road. They dive the sights that only locals know throughout the Caribbean Sea. They're in the islands with their diving friends, and they won't ever come back here again. It's just a fairy tale from start to end, from the dive shop on Ambergris Key. No, the story doesn't have to end, but they sure look happy to me. I used to drink bourbon and beer all the time, a Cuervo tequila with slices of lime. I guess you could say that I needed a fix. I'd start up my blender and set it to mix. I'd hang out in dive bars all over town. They knew me by name, but it was bringing me down. I quit cold turkey and threw it away. Now I hang out in dive shops and now I just say, hi, my name is Eric, and I'm a scuba-holic. I spend all my time beneath the waves. No more gin and tonic. Scuba diving is all that I crave. I don't need a 12-step program, meetings I never attend. All I need is blue water. I catch a buzz each time I dive in. I saw this girl down at my dive resort, hanging out by the pool wearing neoprene shorts. I couldn't believe she was looking my way. I wanted to speak but didn't know what to say. She looked like an angel sent from above. The moment I saw her, I was in love. I tried to be cool and not lose my head. I tried to impress her, but here's what I said. Hi, my name is Eric, and I'm a scuba-holic. I spend all my time beneath the waves. No more gin and tonic. Scuba diving is all that I crave. I don't need a 12-step program, meetings I never attend. All I need is blue water. I catch a buzz each time I dive in. She looked at me and smiled and said, I love diving too, so let's hang out for a while. And she said, hi, my name is Julie, and I'm a scuba-holic. I spend all my time beneath the waves. No more gin and tonic. Scuba diving is all that I crave. I don't need a 12-step program, meetings I never attend. All I need is blue water. I catch a buzz each time I dive in. She said, is that amore in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? As she looked down by my weight belt, it kinda made me blush. Is that amore in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? And I have to admit, I got excited a bit when she showed me her octopus. I met her on a beach dive. She was looking mighty hot. She wore a skin-tight thong made by Billabong and had a perfect little bite. She said, come look in my dive bag and let me show you what I caught. She had a bag full of shells and some colorful snails and a small cephalopod. Is that amore in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? As she looked down by my weight belt, it kinda made me blush. Is that amore in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? And I have to admit, I got excited a bit when she showed me her octopus. She said, move up closer now, it's time that you reveal. It's squirming about, so just let it on out, so I can have a feel. She softly reached for me and then let out a squeal. She said, I'm so surprised, you're a hell of a guy. And she gently stroked my eel. Is that amore in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? As she looked down by my weight belt, it kinda made me blush. Is that amore in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? And I have to admit, I got excited a bit when she showed me her octopus. We played around on the beach, what a grand affair it was. And she released my amore eel and I turned loose her octopus. Yeah, that was amore in my pocket, but she was still happy to see me. When she looked down by my weight belt, it kinda made me blush. That was amore in my pocket, but she was still happy to see me. And I have to admit, I got excited a bit when she showed me her octopus. Yeah, I have to admit, I got excited a bit when she showed me her octopus. Has some suction. Oh, you like my eel? It is a long one. It comes out of the hole, then goes back in.
Decompression schedule complete. It's time to gear up and splash. See you in the water. Until next time, this is Drea, Deco Chamber.
Please note, we are not a scuba diving training facility. Diving is a serious sport that contains risks. It can be a lot of fun, but it can also kill you. Scuba diving places human beings in an environment they are not adapted to. Proper training and equipment are necessities to dive. Our discussions are meant to share diving experiences. None of our discussions should be considered scuba diver training. Our discussions will not qualify anyone to try anything we have discussed. You must be certified to dive and experienced. If you are, have fun. If you are not, get certified before you dive and then dive with a buddy. A lot. Experience everything you learn and do not rush your training. Do not dive outside your comfort zone or limits of your training or try anything we talk about. The opinions presented here are those of the hosts and guests. They are not necessarily those of any sponsor or advertiser.
How was diving?
It was awesome! You want to scream that together and do it again? Yeah.
Okay, she likes to steal the spotlight.
I know.
All right. How was it? How was your first dive?
August Virgo. 1, 2, 3. It was awesome!